Okay, so I've been meaning to play some Abzan Greasefang for a little bit. Greasefang, obviously, non-rotating format on Magic Arena All-Star, brings back Parhelion and attacks you with a bunch of stuff for a lot of damage. And the big thing Abzan gains is two parts. The first is that Esika's Chariot gives you kind of a fair backup plan that also offers you some redundancy with Parhelion for decent things to bring back with Greasefang. And the second is we get Grisly Salvage and Mulch as ways to put cards into our bin to find our things more consistently, and we can actually flip Can't Stay Away with something like Mulch to bring back Greasefang as well. When I was looking at different variations of this deck, the 60 card variation is more popular, but I saw this Yorion build and it looked really sweet, so I wanted to play it. Notably, the most adorable thing this deck is doing is we have 4 copies of Arcfiend Vessel here, which enters the battlefield. If it was not cast, if it entered from your graveyard, you get a 5/5 if it enters from your graveyard. And we have Can't Stay Away and Extraction Specialist as ways to bring this back. And in theory, you could stitch your Supplier on 1, mill the Arcfiend's Vessel, and then turn 2, Can't Stay Away, make a 5/5 for 2 mana. It's kind of sweet. We've got Raffine's Informant and Professor of Symbology here as 2 mana ways to discard cards from our hand. So you can play these on 2, discard a Parhelion, and then Greasefang back the Parhelion on 3. Remember, Learn, in addition to getting us a few different lessons from our sideboard, can also discard a card to draw a card. Let's go ahead and pop out into some games with this and see how it goes. Yeah, this deck's got more cute things going on in it than the Esper variation that we had played previously. One of the neat things about this particular build, too, is that both Witherbloom Command and Professor of Symbology Learning give us the ability to have main deck interaction against common graveyard hate cards that would normally disrupt the combo aspect of this deck, which is kind of sweet. My post-mana leak land drop of shame. I don't know, I think getting Joy Disruption there is probably fine. Hopefully we just draw a Chariot next turn and get him.
Nature's true power.
I think both Explorer and Historic are in similar quality spots. I think Control fucking sucks to play against in both of the formats equally. And the range of decks you hit in both is fine. Red-black's a little bit more popular than not in Explorer, but how much exactly you hit varies a good deal in your day-to-day matches, and because your sample sizes are small. We're probably dead here at this point, right? Instead of nothing going on. I think that one's gonna go ahead and put it away. It's a blocker for Parhelion, so can't even really kill them through it anymore. It's not a graveyard deck. We'll cut the hearse. I don't really have a lot to sideboard here. A few lessons that always stay there, and then I don't think this is a duress or a fatal push matchup, so I'm just gonna slide a trophy in over the one hearse. No, I don't think you really want to play Apocalypse with Strong Guy, no. I think most Strong Guy decks with the change to it being a 4-mana card, you don't want a 6-drop. If you haven't seen it, Messiah, on the Snap YouTube channel, we had a Strong Guy deck in the starter series. That's all pull 1 and pull 2 cards. It kind of highlights how I would build Strong Guy at the moment, I think. Hey, these suppliers or Grisly Salvage can find us a friend for the extraction specialist. Apocalypse is better than Strong Guy. It depends on the deck. Man, it's a real shame they have her son too here, huh? Well, we do at least get to answer it here, but they get to grab a couple cards out of our bin first. Are any good decks that use Blade? Yeah, Strong Guy in the discard deck. The deck I just mentioned, the Strong Guy deck uses it. I think I want the black source here. Cerebro could also play Blade, yeah. This is our backup combo, chat. 3 mana, 8 power, 2 bodies. Alright, so if Salvage hits a vehicle, we can't stay away. They keep getting priority. They can have like a spell pierce here. That was kind of sweet, huh? I mean, they had their graveyard hate on turn 2. We just like powered through it with our main deck answer. Witherbloom Command's a neat one in this deck. The fact that we care about a lot of artifacts and enchantments gives that card a lot of utility. That's true. We could have learned in that last game. That's a good shout. I kept this hand because any second land lets us Professor. And then we brick and die. I guess this deck's got kind of a greedy land count, huh? Only 29. That was a bad keep in a deck with this land count. It's 29 out of 80. 36%. That's probably fine. I have a lot of Mulches and Grisly Salvages. So you did not keep one landers. We were playing Abzan Greasefang. It's a somewhat popular deck. Greasefang in general sees a lot of play in both non-rotating formats, but it's a mix of Mardu, Abzan, and Esper. Environmental sciences here so we can fish up our forest. Is this a Yorion deck? What does it add? It adds a 4/5. That you get to start every game with in your opening hand. Chat, for those of you here that are new, I'm not here to lie to you like a lot of content creators. I'm not gonna like pretend I have all of the answers. I went on the internet and I looked at a bunch of different deck lists and I said, oh, that one looks neat. Let's try and play some games with that. And here we are. I'm not gonna pretend that I'm the authority on telling you everything you need to know about this deck and everything that's good, bad, or otherwise about it. I'm just chilling, trying to play some games like the rest of you. Maybe we'll come to some conclusions by the time we're done playing it, but maybe not too. Maybe it'll just be, whatever. I am a dirty, filthy net decker. Please don't report me, chat. I really need this job. Mulch or Witherbloom Command? I got a Mulch. The added 20 cards don't improve consistency. That's the joke, Joliquid. You're ever wondering, has Jeff played X deck? You can always check out the YouTube channel. There's a playlist on the front page there. I say that not only to self-plug my YouTube channel, but also because, chat, the days all blur together, the decks all blur together. Half the time I don't remember. Let's go. Go cite the reference. Reference materials are busted. Utilize them.
some solutions must be built.
Guess we'll get Necrotic Fumes. If are 3 things here, I can't tell. Or four things here. Okay, so there's 5, 6, 7, 8. They have 9 mana at the moment. That's 10. So they'd flashback storm the festival.
I defy gods. Defying you will be easy.
I will rid you of your corruption.
Let's get moving.
I'll exile the Professor to exile their Cavalier. Ship this into their Karn.
I will endure.
Like Greasefang out. See what their Cataracts hit. Alright, we were limping along for a little bit, but that'll do big. I think our sideboarding is just kind of pretty minimal again. I don't think we want Fatal Push against the Land War Elf deck. I think we want to just, like, have a better linear draw ourselves. It is noteworthy that their Karns turn off our artifacts, which means our vehicles can't crew. Which is a bit of a rough beat. A little greedy, but I think I'm just gonna discard the Skysovereign to try and hit a land this turn. Nice. This means if we hit running lands, we get to play the Chariot next turn, which would be ideal. I've got a boat! Magic is a skill-based game, doo-dah, doo-dah. Magic is a skill-based game, oh, the doo-dah day. It's fine. Could be anything, chat. on Informant so I can have a 3-2 here. The dumbest group of smart people you will ever meet, Marty. Going to go ahead and kill their elf here, I think. That way we keep them off of Anissa next turn. And I think I'm at a point where I am discarding a card from my hand again here. Or am I just putting Necrotic Fumes in the tank? Let's just put Necrotic Fumes in the tank, actually. Just in case something silly happens. Rewarded for keeping them off a 5-drop for a turn. Alright, so we just Skysovereign them, right? They need to put a card on top of their deck here. That doesn't really matter. I'm on a boat! It's practically lethal. W. Sorry, the kids call them dubs, right? We could say solid dub. They're not W's anymore, they're dubs. Gotta get the dubs. It was exactly lethal? Were we? Oh, you're right, we had 14. I was thinking we had 3 2s, but you're right, the Connived Orcos had 1 counters. I thought dubs was a type of music. Beatles really struggling out here, chat. Okay, so we're gonna find a 3rd land and we're gonna put a Parhelion in the bin. I'm gonna cast this in a response, so I don't want them to take my 3rd land away. I want some B-dubs now. So, fun fact for my fellow vegetarians out there, by the way. You can get any of the B-dubs chicken wing sauces on deep fried cauliflower there now. Which is excellent. One of my friends always tells me I'm not a vegetarian, I'm a junketarian. Because, chat, I don't eat meat, but I eat just as much crappy food as the rest of you. Man, this Thoughtseize card seems really bad, chat. This Thoughtseize card seems not great. So I think in the red-black matchup, we trim the Stitcher Supplier because we want to just increase our average card quality a little bit. We'll bring in an extra hearse. We'll bring in a fatal push? Question mark. Kill their stuff. How about a trophy and a couple of pushes? What is a B-dubs? Buffalo Wild Wings is a B-dubs. I'm aged prematurely. I'm 28. I just got blood work drawn to see if I have arthritis or carpal tunnel is causing my wrist issues. Our whole generation is going to have terrible wrists. We've all been playing video games for forever. Speaking as someone who sleeps with wrist braces on at night. Imagine having your username Siege Rhino Life and playing Black Red Midrange in this format, chat. just scum of the earth. All right, so we're hoping to flip over an Arcfiend's Vessel here with this Grisly Salvage. Or a Parhelion and draw Greasefang, one of the two. Although, honestly, Arcfiend Vessel is probably better into their open mana. Oh, Fiery Temper. They're a spicy build of red-black. They've brought the spice chip. Like to Mulch. That rat shit, he just can't stay away. Assume he's dead again here. Yeah, Fiery Temper's legal in Pioneer. Get to play it with Bedlam Reveler. I think I want to drain them rather than milling myself here. Alright, chat, I think we're gonna need to bring in a specialist for this one. I think this just grabs every mid-range player's nightmare, Mascot Exhibition. When your hand is full of Doom Blades and your opponent plays a creature that draws 3 creatures. Yeah, correct, Time Killer. I'd also probably is just worse than playing, it's also probably just worse than playing, Green-Black. For better mana. Greasefang 2, this time is personal. Someone was asking why Yorion earlier. Grindy matchups is why Yorion. Obviously, Yorion is much worse when you're trying to linear combo people because your deck is less consistent at 80 cards. But when you're trying to grind people out, chat, Yorion really can't be beat. Not only is it a free 8th card, but it also just like blinks your stuff for value. Also, because this is a paper boomer format too, you can, because this is a paper boomer format at that too, Yorion blinks your things that you can't state away to remove the if this would die exile it text. Big fun. Extraction Specialist Arcfiend's Vessel is actually kind of great, and I'm surprised this is the first time I've seen it. I kind of want to do something with these 2 cards in another shell. I don't know what exactly, but it's kind of great. What's going on, Good3? Thank you for the almost 2.5 years. Welcome back. Appreciate it. Pound them into the dirt. 3 Smith. Thank you for the super generous tier 3 and for the over 3 years at that. Welcome back. Yeah, maybe an Abzan Humans deck with Coco. Maybe. I don't know. I feel like shoehorning those into Abzan humans is just like putting a bad card in your established good deck. And generally speaking, when I brew, I like to not just take a good deck and make it strictly worse. That's a good way to just build bad decks, is take a good deck and cut 4 cards for 4 of your pet card. I'd much rather start with something fresh and play something different and bad rather than take a good deck and make it bad. When, in fact, part of the reason why I ultimately raised the price on Magic donation decks from $10 to $50 is because by the end of it, I think you could describe 90% of the Magic deck submissions we got on this channel as we took a stock deck and we made it 4 to 12 cards worse and called it a brew and submitted it as a deck. That just gets kind of dry. Like the conclusion at the end of so many segments was just like, well, you should cut the bad cards you put in here and just play the good deck. Yes, if that had resolved, we would have discarded the Parhelion. Untapped lands? Nailed it. Hey, what's going on, Rhino? Thanks for upping that Prime. Appreciate the 40 months. Welcome back. I cannot believe they didn't leave 2 spirits up to diddle my Parhelion. That's such a punt. Shackle guys would have let them tap this before it attacked. But instead, you did. Not literally dead, obviously, just yet, but unassailable board state dead. Like, slip out the back here. Okay. Fatal Push is good, obviously. Trophy is good. Don't need Hearse here. Witherbloom Command is like fine. It's a removal spell that gains us some life in some cases. Maybe we trim a couple of the Esika's Chariot, or at least one of them, because it's probably not good enough to win us most games. We want one of these two. All right, let's do that. This deck definitely tickles my brain a lot better than the other Greasefang decks we've played in recent memory. The fact that, like, we have a combo is, like, nice to win some games, but, like, we have the Arcfiend Vessel Extraction Specialist plan, which is adorable, and we have, like, some fair Chariot beatdown backup as well. Feels nice. So, I already have a way to get a boat into the bin, so I'm gonna mulligan that Dorko. Alright, I will take one of your finest Arcfiend Vessels, please. Not 3 too many like it, but this one is mine. Rattle my chains, daddy. Rattle my chains. Alright, untapped land here since they have 2 force spikes sitting in play. Kill your thing, drain you for 2. They have a 1/1 Flash Spirit. They can get me here. The back's a little annoying. We still drain them at least. Losing this race now, though. I like all the cards in my hand. I'm gonna take Environmental Sciences as a game 2 down the line. Just chill for now. No extra threats is good for us, but it's also a little scary because it means they probably have mana leaks and stuff. Do they not have a counterspell? Oh, wait, I'm dumb. We were dead either way, right? I could kill 2 other things. Even if I pay that, I don't have life now to shuck this in to play the rat. Yeah, I really wish they would have balanced the companions individually instead of just like needing to be paper boomers and give a blanket nerf to all of them. They could have given varying costs to put into hand to them. So just, hey, they all cost 3 now, so everything that's not Wellspring, Yorion, and Luris is unplayable. But we aren't just trying to assemble a combo, Derek. The purpose of playing the Abzan variation of this deck is to play a deck that has a fair backup plan that grinds. So, you are right that Yorion is worse when we're just trying to combo people. But if you want to just combo people, you play a different version of this archetype. You don't play this one. Unfortunate that they have Hearst here. I'm just going to play a 3/2 life linker out and get attacking on the ground. Get them under pressure here. Fortunate to brick on the land here. Probably dead. I bet this matchup is bad for us. They have pressure plus a clock. Pressure plus disruption. I'm not playing Stitcher Supplier out because it gives them a basically free way to make their unlicensed hearse large while adding little of a value to the board for us. Assume there's a Geistlight Snare in my future. We're kind of racing up until this unlicensed hearse is a 4/4. And things get real bad. This out now. Chump blocks the spirit and stops the card draw from them. They also already have cards to get up to a 4/4 in their bin with hers, so. That off. Hey, Son of Sam. Thanks for the over 2.5 years. Appreciate it. Welcome back. We have a Spell Pierced or a Geistlight Snare for the Suzuka's Chariot. We're probably just done here. If they don't, we have a shot to go wide around them. Oh, they got to blockers and didn't, That's surprising. I'm surprised they didn't crew the hearse. I guess they're worried about me, like, reanimating post-combat. That seems good for me. If they don't have a counterspell here, we're in a really decent spot. I think Chariot's better than Yorion here, but it's close. Because the hearse is still active, so I can't blink the Extraction Specialist for value. The fact that Specialist has had lifelink this whole time has been instrumental here, keeping us alive in this race. Oh, the Spirit would have put the Wanderer to a 2/2. Yeah, you're right. They totally just missed sequence that. That's kind of nice. Okay. Morning, Chuck. Like to attempt to kill the hearse here. Thanks for the 39 months, Chuck. Appreciate it. Because now, even if they have a way to save the hearse, they're then tapping lands and can't animate the Faceless Haven. And then I live the backswing here because Extraction Specialist gains some life. And then they're down to 2, so every one of these cats is lethal now. Yeah, take the hit and kill you on the backswing, right? I have 2 blockers. I have 4 attackers. Yeah, their flub missing killing the Extraction Specialist was a big deal for sure. Give us an extra attack at 3 life. Sweet it out because of that. Our deck seems to be very reasonable at overcoming 8 cards, though. It's the second time we've beaten turn 2 Hearse, and that time we didn't even take it off the table. The audio bug shall continue until morale improves, chat. Ditch the Skysovereign in the dark. Against turn 1 Fetid Pool is probably something controlling. Esika's Chariot's a very castable card. And honestly, our hand's just like kind of fine here, right? I think this Professor might actually just be grabbing a Mascot Exhibition here. Maybe I'm supposed to grab the Destroyed Enchantment, actually. Could be okay. This is pretty far down the line in terms of seeing dividends. Alright, 1 rat off the top, please. Rats, never lucky. Got 6 power in play, though. So they need to interact with the board here. Assume there's a sweeper of some sort in my future. That's a white source, so we could see second white Supreme Verdict here. Draws to put the game away there, and we peel another land. Oof. Thanks for the Prime Doffel. Welcome back, or welcome to the channel. Appreciate the support. Folks like you make this possible for me, so thanks for keeping me around. That's nice. My body is prepared to get Game 1 Dovins vetoed. Yoke. Hey, ready to be swept. Hopefully if they sweep us, we'll be a professional and untap and draw the rat. I guess they get to Yorion, kill the 3-2, go to 6, and they're still alive on board. Rat is lethal at least. That's almost castable. Unfortunately, I think the ship has sailed here and their Yorion's gonna run away with it.
Present and future are bound by God. Meditate and prepare.
Ben asks, as someone, if this is Ben Stark, as someone who is formerly in the MPL. But I like to think of them as your friendly neighborhood shithead centrist who would like to sit down and have a conversation with the Nazis because there's good people on both sides, chat. We can go ahead and pack this game up, though. Not that I would ever encourage anyone to use Twitter, but some of the most searing political takes from Magic characters definitely come from Ben Stark's account. It's just duress in. We'll trim the Stitcher Supplier and increase our average card quality a little bit. We'll cut the Hearse because they're not really a graveyard deck. Bring in a trophy. Extra piece of anti-graveyard interaction. Oh yeah, most of the people that want to tolerate right-wing assholes are also crypto grifters. Those two things frequently go hand in hand. That's a great way to put it, Pixie. Opinions are for what is the best flavor of ice cream, not whether or not certain human beings should be allowed to exist. Mood. Looking for one of our rummage dorks here, he says before getting thought seized. So, the Twitch, I actually just set up a reminder to it. I've talked about this before. The Twitch integrations on Discord are currently bugged. I have to manually sync them. I have just manually sunk it, so you should be back in now. Usually I do it every evening, though. Once upon a time, they used to automatically sync every hour, but now I have to click a button because Discord's busted. I got an open support ticket for going on 4 weeks now, and it's been broken for almost 2 months. Oh, they're a Doom Foretold deck. Sure. I guess we take that. I have no idea if the issue is on Discord side or Twitch to change their Twitch changed their integration. It's not my software. I have no way of knowing that. Got a nice Cadillac here at least. Bum 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 bum. I lose track. Chaos Magic Chuck. They've been on my block list since the 2020 election. So obviously they get to Yorion, blink the Oath, kill the Greasefang, but we got a hit in here and they were gonna blink the Oath, kill something anyways. At least we have some tokens left over. I think if you can imagine a lukewarm centrist take that makes everybody mad, you can attribute it to Ben. Yeah, that's probably accurate. That's true too. Saving the Greasefang in hand doesn't accomplish a lot in the face of Thought Erasure. I think I just throw the Chariot away for 4 points of damage and a cat token. You. Okay. So we're probably dead here still, huh? I'm gonna send the 5/5 at their Planeswalker, and then the 4/4s at them. So this way, if they want to save their Planeswalker, they have to throw their Yorion away. It is very jarring with the audio bugs. I agree. Parhelion's gonna bounce back to our hand. Our opponent's gonna be able to utilize the Rite of Oblivion to exile our Greasefang next turn. So long Parhelion, and they kind of need to discard it at this point, right? Because I just hardcast it next turn. So, like, obviously we're not in a good spot, but they don't have, like, a Teferi or some sustained card advantage in play right now. Hopefully this finds it can't stay away, and then we get to hit him again. Rats. Well, at least we're not drawing these lands for the next 2 turns. Yeah, we actually streamed an entire deck playing Magic Arena using the mobile client. And the frame rate and graphics are just too awful in the mobile client to use for streaming, unfortunately. Magic Arena is easily the least polished and most choppy experience of any major mobile game I've played in the last 5 years. And I play a lot of mobile games, shit. All right. Do I want a 5/5? Or do I want to turn this land into a spell? I think I just want to turn the land into a spell. Makes their Doom Foretold worse as well. Well, so like, if they can't kill this here, if their hand is blanks, they're gonna lose their Doom Foretold next turn, right? For no value. Like, hopefully these are just bricks, and then I sack this, they sack this, we're back to parity. Alright, they're digging. Kling's a good draw. It means that my graveyard combo stuff is no longer an out. Are officially behind, chat. Alright, I think the Teferi is lights out. By one of Assassin's Trophy. Not really a lot to be done there. We were talking earlier about how our deck has a pretty low land count, and that's just the way Magic the Gathering works, Chip. I'm a little sad after playing that match, so I'm going to go ahead and take a second to restart the client so I can at least have a little bit of audio to perhaps make me happy. Just want to feel something, chat. I want to feel an emotion. Can I donate for a Mardu Alesha X Extraction Specialist deck? Yeah, 100% Steakhouse. That might be terrible, but I'm definitely willing to find out. Hey, what's going on, sellers? Thanks for the 3.5 years. Welcome back. What's the MOBA life? When I lose, I feel angry. When I win, I feel nothing. Mulch could find us a car for Greasefang to drive. No cars, chat. Big sad. I'm gonna grab Containment Breach here. This kills Kamano. Alesha Extraction Specialist. Thanks for the tip, Steakhouses. That's super generous. I don't think I'm gonna do a third deck today, but that'll be up on Monday if that works for you. Yeah, Horizon Zero Dawn is great. If you like open world games with killer voice acting and story, cannot recommend enough. Hey, Caboose! Thanks for the 23 months. Welcome back. Yes, Ashley Birch plays the main character in Horizon.
So I'm a little hot-headed. So what?
All right, do you have another Wizard's Lightning, friend? My Cadillac is here, and it is lovely. Yeah, the fact that they gave us not even just Selfless Spirit, but Spellqueller too, J-Ray. Spellqueller, Selfless Spirit, Bedlord. I really hope that they take a look at the success and popularity of Explorer right now with this anthology and they double down their investments in it. We cannot get more of these cards soon enough. Zombie Slim Jim, thanks for the 15 months. Welcome back. YouTube algorithm showed me a video with some SCD coverage of you against Allie on Shrine. Flicking cards. I have some of those cards. I was flicking against Allie in that video right here. My 4 8th edition Birds of Paradise. They're lovely. Oh, the cards look funky in the mirrored camera. Oh, the RTX voice cuts out the flicking by the microphone. Sedge. All right, so I want Fatal Pushes. I want Graveyard Trespasser. I probably don't have time to mulch. We'll bring in a trophy. All right, hold on. I'm going to turn the RTX voice off for a second so y'all can hear the card flicking. There you go. Little freebie, chat. Little freebie. This is why I had tier 3 sub. Yep. Yeah, see, it's great. I got lands that don't hurt me. We got cheap interaction. Hold up, Fatal Push here to kill their 2-drop. I think we just salvage here. Action specialist looking lovely here. Put that into play and grab our informant. It has been a long. In fact, I don't think we've done a creepy voice ASMR stream since I got the nice microphone, right? Pretty sure the last one was before that. Just get ourselves a demon, right? I adore this backup plan, chat. Absolutely adore it. I am not committing to an ASMR deck today. Ask me next week. With the new mic, I'd have to mess with the microphone arm too to pull it in close. That's a nice draw too. Because now I can jump block and get this back as a 5/5. Magic is a skill-based game. Doo-da. Doo-da. Magic is a skill-based game. Oh, the doo-da day. Do-do-do-do. Yeah, this deck is Temur Twin, chat. Like, it's Splinter Twin that happens to have a bunch of Tarmogoyfs that attack you. This is our Tarmogoyf. This build is definitely less linear than other builds of Greasefang, but that's by design. We're playing Yorion because we want to grind on occasion. Either way, on this one, it seemed kind of mid-range here. I'm going to keep it. To my dearest Twitter shitters, this is your fair warning that I'm going to go through and block all the people letting me know they think Farewell is a fair and reasonable design in my mentions later this evening. I think we're discarding a Godless Shrine here. I'm gonna go through and use my big block all button on the people that liked the tweets, defending Farewell as well. I think my favorite defense for cards like that are people that are like, well, you just should counterspell it, and it's like, oh, okay, so the only counterplay offered to this card means you have to play blue mana. Yeah, sounds like a great fucking design. Yeah, you should counter it. That seems great for us. Why would they play Kalitas post-combat?
My bloodline flows through you.
How would you fix Farewell? Just don't make it exile stuff. Give you some kind of counterplay. Why does it exile? Compare it to Planner Cleansing. No one reasonable ever complained about Planner Cleansing. Yeah, you could also not make it modal, because another reason why Planner Cleansing was always fine was because it, you know, it did everything to everyone. Kind of feeling dead here, Chip. I guess we do this first, so we can hit Parhelion for the win. That's a fatal push. Okay. Okay. I probably didn't need to attack with both of those there. Little punish for not playing the can't stay away here.
Blood calls to your soul.
Yeah, the extra icing on the Farewell cake is like, why does Farewell interact profitably with your own portable holes? It's like, okay, it already does everything else. Oh, I messed up, chat. I could have gotten Extraction Specialist, then Extraction Specialist would have gotten this back. Mistakes were made. I should have a 3-2 with lifelink on the board as well. So really big deal and will likely lose me the game. It's also at 3-2. Like we could have blinked down the line to get back another something. That's fine, we're dead. Farewell had been an Eldraine card, it would cost 5 mana. So I assume they take Grisly Salvage here. And then, assuming we draw a brick, we just like Witherbloom, Mill, plus Drain in the Dark. Wait, what? Oh, they must have a hearse or something here then, right? If they took the command. Really? Oof. Oof. Come on, Gastosaurine. Sedge. Send too many resources in the graveyard basket there. I'm surprised that Go Blank was their graveyard hate of choice there after they took the command away. Maybe they had another one as well. The 7 and 8-year-old might be fighting about a video game. Oh, sounds like they settled it. Listen, chat, Terraria and Minecraft create a lot of stress sometimes. All right. If we're a little bit lucky, this is the turn 2 nut draw, chat. Not quite the full nuts, but, you know, we'll take it. Good enough. Above average, you could say. Please, thought seize me. Please, thought seize me. Oh, yeah. Blood Tithe Harvester, me daddy. I just can't stay away. Just can't stay away from it. Oh, yeah. That's the good stuff right there, chat. I like the way you do that right there, right there. Oh no! Not my cat token! I mean, with this other can't stay away, I might specialist the Stitcher supplier back, honestly. I should attack before casting this technically, but whatever. Ooh, a 5-5 shaped piece of candy, chat. Are Twitch pin channels available for everyone? Or you just get added to that? It was an early access feature. I assume it was gonna hit everyone soon. Pin my channel, chat, if you really love me. Basically guarantees that I'm at the top of your live channels on the left when I sign on. You only get 3 pins. I think that's plenty. Alright, to pin your channel, the only channel I watch. God bless. Distraction specialist, just can't stay away, Chip. I really like the extraction specialist backup plan in this deck. It is gasoline. I know this was cute for like the kind of obnoxious turn 2 draw there, but we board this out in the fair matchup so we can have a little bit higher individual card quality. It sounds like pins aren't available for everyone yet. Hopefully soon. Wait, well... Decklist, please. You can always grab the current decklist exclamation point deck in chat. should also be available on screen via the wonderful Untapped widget. We're probably did here on our Mold to 5 one-lander. Game 3 on the play. How's one pin a Hoogland? It might not be a feature out for everyone yet. Twitch rolls out features in waves. On an extraction vessel backup plan in Mardu, maybe? I don't know. So the Mardu version's more linear and plays like Thoughtseize to push its combo through. Quite sure what we're doing with this informant. Might regret ditching this command. I think this Chariot's looking like turn forecastable at the moment. Grab a Necrotic Fumes here as a break glass in case of emergency. I wouldn't be surprised if pinning channels doesn't exist in the mobile app yet, especially if a feature's not available to everyone on the actual web interface yet. Should we have played out the shrine? No, this was fast land. So if I played out the shrine, I wouldn't have an untapped land on 4. Grisly Salvage is so good. Yeah, and now like this is like the Chariot Greasefang plan like we played in Standard a little bit, right? Like now they need to kill Chariot because Chariot's killing them, but in the event they kill the Chariot, like Greasefang's just like beep beep, gonna run you over in my car. Can't stay away. My extraction specialist is the vomit-inducing value I needed in my life, chat. We haven't gotten to do it yet this session either, but in theory, you can Esika's Chariot the demon tokens as well. I haven't liked a lot of the Greasefang decks we've played before on stream just because they just felt kind of cheesy. But this build feels like, okay, we have a combo to get out of tight spots when like unfair things happen to you, you can unfair them back. But also we have a lot of games like those where we're just like kind of scrappy. I like combo decks are like, okay, combo is break glass in case of emergency, but then also you like have this attacking and blocking facet. Do one more so we can run into blue. We're gonna do a few more. We're gonna play Magic for like another hour or so before we switch to Snap. Yeah, mid-range deck with a combo backup plan is super accurate. Put a boat in the bin. No Greasefang in sight just yet. Probably want to discard a spell here so this can block their 1/1s. Lovely. Can Devil kill Greasefang this turn? Sack this, bring it back. They can eat both food to kill it, right? But then I can't stay away for the following turn. How is Snap for free-to-play players? To set a low bar, Snap is better for free-to-play players than Magic Arena is. You can realistically expect to obtain a complete collection of Marvel Snap cards just from doing all of your dailies, and like, I think the timeline's like 5 to 6 months. Spending actual $0. There should be a small asterisk that their economy's not finished yet, and we don't know all of the final details, but what they have set up in their client right now is pretty reasonable. The Snap have convenient audio muting features. I might have spent another $5 to buy a Domino variant yesterday, Havocan, so I am right with you. You cannot swipe your credit card in Snap and get all the cards in day one. You gotta actually play the game like some kind of casual. Imagine actually playing your video game, chat. Opponent. Yeah, but I messed up the timing there a little bit. Whoopsie poopsie. I think Hearse is good enough in this matchup. Is Fatal Push good enough? Am I gonna trigger Revolt often enough to kill Mayhem Devil with this? I don't know that I am, right? I prefer to only play my video games long enough to teach it how to play itself for me. Ah, a Raid Shadow Legends connoisseur. Catching cat with Hearse is so difficult. All they need is one extra food to go around it. I guess it means they have an extra food needing extra food every turn, but the timing restrictions and sequencing on it are just like super medium. I'm gonna mulligan this. It's not a particularly fast linear hand, that it doesn't have like Witherbloom Command to interact with Oven. Yeah, this is fine. Looking forward to opening it. I actually have an Agatha donation deck we're gonna play a little bit today. Didn't snap. No, my opponent didn't need to hold full control there. They just needed to stop on my main phase. I'm gonna give him this because I have the extraction specialist in hand. Punished. Okay, look at how rewarded we got here, chat. Get hooked. So they can take my specialist, but then I get to Grisly Salvage on 2, so all seems great for me. Do-do-do-do. A fate I would wish only on Crypto Bros and Twitter eggs. Oof. I'm gonna remember that. That's a good line. I'm gonna use that one in the future. A fate I would wish only on Crypto Bros and Twitter eggs. I have not had a chance to watch Miss Marvel or Moon Knight yet. I just watched they added the 2 Deadpool movies to Disney Plus. So I just watched through both of those. I hadn't seen those before. I bet the kids loved them. Listen, I'm gonna be honest, I let my children watch some of the PG-13 Marvel movies, like they've watched Iron Man with me, but yeah, they don't get to watch Deadpool, chat. So that's a no for me. I remember families walking out of the theater during... I just can't even imagine, like, bringing your kid to... Like, how dumb do you have to be? Oh, America. Oh, America. All right, what are we doing with the professor, chat? Oh, the professor can kill the Fable, right? With the... What's it called out of the board? Oh, I could have also used this to crew. My sequencing here is super sloppy. I'm gonna offer this trade. They might jump with the witness. Like, isn't, like, at least looking up what the rating of a movie is, like, the bare minimum for taking kids to see it? Like, it's not even like you had to do a lot of work, right? Like, it's actually just, like, clearing the bar on the floor. For people that are new to the channel, I have a 7-year-old, an 8-year-old, and a 2-year-old. A 7 and 8-year-old enjoy superhero films, not Deadpool though. Any prep work is not in our consumer contract. Yeah, something like that, I guess. We could draw a rat here, kill them. How many parents do you think let their kids watch The Boys? Oh, God. But I can't stay away the extraction specialist here to get back the informant. And then we can Yorion both of these next turn. Sounds kind of great. So, like, my 7 and 8-year-old know what Squid Game is because, like, Mr. Beast is very popular among children that watch YouTube chat. And his content is pretty much all kid-friendly. Did, like, a PG version of that on YouTube with other creators. At least blink this. Probably gonna get downgraded to a 2-1 because I'm likely gonna discard the Temple Garden, but I'd like to draw a card. Draw a card. We're attacking? That seems great for me. I guess they want to just, like, make me not have 5 power so the moose can attack, but we got plenty of gas in the tank here. God, and Mulch draws us land, so Raffine's informant can, like, rummage them away. He says, optimistically, wishing he had drew a land. So naturally this will draw land. Oh, it didn't actually. Cute. Okay, and then we're at 6 mana here, so we'll, grab Mascot Exhibition. Dad. Value on the turn 80 Thoughtseize. Huh. Am I can't stay awaying the Stitcher Supplier to give me 3 draws at a better can't stay away target? I think so, huh? Sick. Okay. All right, time to bring in a specialist. I know I'm discarding this, so I'm going to grab Symbology here to discard this from my hand. That's lovely. And I'm going to go ahead and start attacking now because I don't want to lose my board to a Meathook Massacre, so I think I'm fine trading a 3-2 for 7 points of damage here. If they have a removal spell, we're still trading a 3-2 for 5 points of damage, which I think is a fine rate based on how wide our board is currently. So I want to try and get this game over with before they draw a sweeper. They have Wellspring, they can't meet Hook. Okay, that's true. Is there another sweeper they could be playing? Or should I be waiting? Ooh, they can have Extinction Event. Oh, they could have Culling Ritual too, right? This is technically lethal if their last card's a blank. Languish is double black. Oh, they don't have green mana. My brain just defaults to sacrifice being Jund. This is the best Witherbloom Command deck I've played to set a low bar. Definitely felt like a very reasonable Witherbloom Command. Like the fact that our deck cares about things like Hearse and Rest in Peace and stuff like that, and we value the self-mill, really makes Command good. I've absolutely hated Witherbloom Command, and like people always like to put in like fair mid-range decks, and it's pretty awful inside of those in my experience. But this combo deck that cares about its graveyard and likes self-milling, it's just like actually just one of the best cards we can have. Hands are so close. This build might want one more land in it. We have a lot of draw discard. We have like one Hearse in our main deck. Cutting the Hearse for a 30th land is probably a good idea. Yeah, our opponent's got the Macro Sage here. And they've got the Sphinx of Insight, so could definitely be a old school Fires deck. I think this Professor is just getting us Containment Breach, hedging that they could be a Fires deck, basically. No Stomp. That's nice. How angry are the gods? Confirmed Fires deck. Well, if that's their second spell, that seems pretty good for the home team here, Chip. There's been a Containment Breach. Divide by 0 my enter the battlefield effect creature. The bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see how it pays off for him here. Alright, break glass in case of emergency. Necrotic Fumes. Fire this up, attack for 8. Not a sweeper in sight or to draw to, it looks like. Yeah, I think I'm gonna cut this for a land. After this, definitely I felt a land short. He just doesn't really do anything. This is fine. This is fine. I'm gonna be greedy at little and bottom the land. We have a Mulch here. We'll shoot. Our deck's really bad into Leyline of the Void, huh? That card's not super common in this format. It's mostly Rest in Peace and Hearses. We actually only have one trophy in our 95 as a way to kill this. It's fine, shit. These mulches are going to help us hit 8 lands. We're going to cast Parhelion II. It's going to be a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A wonderful day for a neighbor. Could you be mine? Would you be mine? Oh, I have Containment Breach, chat. I forgot about Containment Breach. Alright, this deck's cracked. We have a main deck answer. Our opponent drew 3 cards, then missed their land drops, so this could be going better for them. Shark Typhoon? Stop, Reason Bar. Okay, chat, we know the cats can drive the Cadillac. Can they also drive the Flagship? Sweet, Leyline of the Void. Was that our Mythic game? We're so Mythic, chat. Whoa, we hit Mythic in 4 days? That's the fastest we've hit Mythic in months. Shoot, I think there was a month in the last 3 or 4 months I didn't even hit Mythic by the end of the month. This sideboarding interface is actually just unusable. Alright, what land do I want? It's probably just another duel, right? It's like a black-white pathway. You want Egdom's Awakening? I think if I want another spell land, it should be a channel land, so that way we can hit it with Mulch and Salvage. Hey, welcome back, Don Fluent. Welcome back. We can play like a Boseiju. Boseiju's like a spell land, right? I don't hate that. Yeah, so there's another card that kills things like Leyline too. Yeah, let's just play Boseiju. Didn't have more than 15 cards in my sideboard. So your interface was unplayable. Stupid Magic Arena. Stupid Magic Arena. Well, mean, there's our extra land, but still not keepable. Oh my god, there's no white mana here either. Whoa, we're Mythic 131? That doesn't feel right yet. I guess it is early in the season. Oh man, shit. Cut. Mulch is a card we don't have time to dick around with, really. I think I want this as an enabler for some of our more powerful draws. I don't think this is a duress matchup, but I go either way on that. Maybe duress is better than supplier. Just so our more important spells are more likely to resolve. Let's try this. Couple removal spells. I just take that out of here before it gets annoying. I think you should basically always play burn because it makes people salt off. We'll start here. Okay. Take a swamp so we can Raffine here. Definitely want the trophy. This is probably drawing dead as far as being a removal spell at this point, so we'll pitch it. I think we're just passing with spells up here. They activated the wrong thing there, right? They made it a 2-3 again instead of a 4-4? Trophy here, try and get some interaction out of them. Oh, that's awkward. I actually can't Greasefang in, can't stay away this turn, but I guess that's also fine, right? Because I wouldn't want to can't stay away into the Mausoleum Wanderer anyways. Maybe this attack is bad because Faceless Haven is up. Are you dead, Jet? Am I 1 point short of lethal? Oh, no! They're not dead yet, chat. We are dead. Very, very dead. They diddled my boat. Usually people buy me dinner before they diddle my boat, chat. Tap that Parhelion. I got to Mythic in our queue times, chat. I cannot find any more worthy opponents. I climbed too fast too quickly. Maybe all the other players finally uninstalled because it's been a month since the sound bug was introduced and it's still not fixed. Of course we're Mythic. We've played 3 Goif decks. I think our actual records with those decks are all pretty reasonable. Okay, now that we're heading towards the 2-minute mark, am I supposed to restart my client? Is the server desync bug back? There's no way we're actually a 2-minute queue, right? Cancel button worked at least, so glass half full. Alright, I'm gonna let it run to 30 seconds, and then I'm gonna restart the client really quick, just in case we have a server desync and need to do that to get a match. Just the most quality of software features here on a Friday afternoon, chat. Nothing but the best for us Magic Arena players. Yeah, we can take a second to show off. I want to see what we have. We got the Imposter with 1,000 Faces Coalescence Apparel shirt on here today. They make wonderful magic themed punny shirts. You can check them out using code HOGLANDIA to save 10% on your shirt and sticker purchases there with them. I replaced Rowlet with a different Pokemon that doesn't steal my limelight shit. Sorry, Rowlet. You are on the floor. Oh no, we didn't queue up after. Oh wait. Okay, so yeah. So weird. That's like a really bad desync bug if that's what happened, Checks. We weren't even. Usually the desync bug would happen when like you'd sit with the client open not doing anything. But we had like literally just come out of a match. I don't know. Maybe it was a fluke and a desync hadn't happened, but that feels strange. Our mono red matchup seems kind of okay, but their start is pretty good here. Alright, so our best possible draw here is the Arcfiend Vessel, followed closely by a rat. Ooh, baby, baby! Ooh, baby, baby! Thoughts? I'm playing through the next Pokemon game they just released the trailer for. Maybe. I did play Sword and Shield off stream. Okay, so we have this, but we're not out of the woodwork yet because we don't have a big boat. We just have a baby boat. This will KO Bernie Sanders and the Burning Tree Emissary, but we are effectively at 6 at the moment. We are doing well, Draco. Thanks for taking the time to drop that prime off regardless. Appreciate it. Explorer and Historic have both been pretty reasonable on Magic Arena. Marvel Snap's been a hoot. Pokemon Unite's cranking out characters at a good pace. Gaming's good. Got a bigger boat. And we could die next turn in theory, right? We're at a virtual 6 with this Firebrand. Like a deal 3 to the dome here. That's only 2. I don't think they have any deal 4s in 1 cards. I guess they could hit a light up the stage into 2 deal 2s. Ember Cleave doesn't get us there. Definitely a trophy fatal push matchup. Mulch out because it's just mana that doesn't impact the board. Click submit. Tupac, thank you for the brand new Prime. There's a ton of great people. You can send that to every month on Twitch. Thanks for sending it this way this month. It's lands that don't hurt me too much. We get to go Fatal Push something this turn, untapped land, 2-drop, tapped land, 2-drop. Shutting down our graveyard aspect here for a little bit, but that's fine. And actually, we just get to do this into Containment Breach, right? And that even makes a pest when it kills the unlicensers. This deck's ability to, like, fetch Containment Breach and be playing the green-black command as main deckable ways to kill Graveyard Hate just feels so good. Much, much better than the Mardu and Esper variations that, like, have to play extra cards and jump through hoops. Yeah, the Containment Breach out of the board's been S tier, for sure. Felt really fantastic. See, Varian makes a pest for us. Like to spend a burn spell on one of my creatures? I think that's fine for me. I think this might be a leave Fatal Push up angle, so that way if they kill my informant, I push their Harden in the Forge. If they don't kill my informant, I can Fatal Push a Den of the Bugbear. Friend. One rat, please. I'll take an informant as a 3-2 here. Oh, I guess this one can't block. Until Extraction Specialist goes away. Yeah, Extraction Specialist has lifelink. That's real good. Yikes. Kari's of his menace. Okay, that's a nice pull. That'll be big. That'll do. Yeah, I'm happy with how we boarded. I would like to run it back. Run it back now, y'all. Ooh. Reasonable. Maybe I'm supposed to keep the can't stay away for the Extraction Specialist, actually. Ditch the rat. Rat has upside if we draw both, though. Grab Sciences here and hope we draw the land naturally, I think. They play a 2-drop here, we like Sciences, and then... Thankfully, there's been a Containment Breach. Learning shit, learning. No play on 3 seems good for the home team. This is something that will happen frequently when you play decks like this, is people keep otherwise kind of weak hands on the back of having a hate card like a hearse. Not saying that that's necessarily what our opponent's done here, but them having fewer plays when they have a kind of ace in the hole against your deck tends to be common. I could Fatal Push my Professor here to kill the Bone Crusher Giant, but I think I'd rather just Grisly Salvage this turn. Any of those cards, unfortunately, but there's a boat. Lovely. Just lovely. Doesn't matter if this boat dies. We've got a Greasefang. Crid. No blocks. Do we copy the pest token because it can gain life? I think that's the line, right? Oh, yeah, I could have crewed with the 3-2 in this one in response. That's true. Excuse me? Gonna attack him for 8. Is that lethal? It's probably lethal. Oh, we just attack with everything, and they die, we don't crew. Good enough. Mythic 131, chat. Really big, strong, professional gamers here. This is definitely the Greasefang deck I've had the most fun with in any of Magic Arena's formats. It's not just all in on trying to combo the Arcfiend Vessel Extraction Specialist plan, the utility that Witherbloom Command and Professor of Symbology provide against opposing graveyard hate felt really good. And then you still have, you know, the occasional really silly draws, just like Greasefang, Parhelion, and they die. But Chariot also grinds people out. Yorion works well with a variety of these things also. So if you're looking for a more fair variation of Greasefang, this seems like a good choice. To make a comparison for the Magic Boomers, this felt like Temur Twin versus Blue-Red Twin in old Modern. Like, we're still Splinter Twinning people, but we've got Tarmogoyfs to beat people down with on occasion. Yeah, I mean, the extra land was good. Yeah, it's really wrong to add a land, especially when we cut the one of in the main deck for a 30th land, right? So, easy call. Oh, did I want more? I don't know that I'd cut anything. Like, all of our spells are 4-ofs, and I like all the spells that we're playing. So I don't know that I would be upset if we wiggled 31st land into here, but I don't know that it's necessary. Like, our land count's so a little on the low side, but like Salvage and Command and Mulch all help us hit lands more consistently. I think Yorion was worth it versus a leaner deck. Yeah, actually. So I think if your goal is to play a leaner Greasefang deck, you just shouldn't play Abzan. So the appeal of playing this color combination with this combo in my mind is the fact that you play a better fair game plan, and Yorion leans into that. So if your goal is to just combo more quickly, more consistently, obviously you don't play 80 cards, but I think you also obviously don't play Abzan then at that point, because the upside of playing this Abzan variation is the fact that it offers a grindy fallback.